that no, we didn't. So it's been a flurry of deliveries this week.
Yeah.
Oh, we get Bibbs as our ref today.
So, when you get
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, can you hand me my Wi-Fi password over there?
That's a great idea.
You got your mic?
I got my mic. I think my mic is live, right?
Yeah, mine's not.
Oh, yeah, it's not on.
All right. Mic 1, mic 2. All right, here we go. Welcome to Peoria.
Are we live?
We're live.
We are live. All right, well, here we are in Mission. We thought our last broadcast was the last one before Christmas, but we get a bonus game, I guess.
Yeah. So it's good to get a Christmas bonus.
Yeah, unfortunately, we got a little bit of coal in our stocking when we found out after the Sun Devil game that Brody Coletti broke his collarbone. So Noah and Brody, who played together on defense, are both now out with broken collarbones. So that was not welcome news. The defensive core has certainly taken a beating this year, and thank God Ryan's back. But Brody and Noah sound like they'll be out for a little while yet.
Yeah, and it's, I think you'll have to piece it together a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably be some guys asked to play back.
I mean, this game, we could move all of our D to forward and all of our forward to D, and we'll beat this team. And I don't mean that as any disrespect to Mission. I really don't. They good families, good kids, but they're just in the wrong league. And
Yeah.
I don't mean to be arrogant or harsh. It's just the truth. They just are nowhere near capable of beating us.
Yeah.
And but the where I think where they're going to have to figure out who's going to play. They can't play 5D in Minnesota, I don't think. No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
It's a long tournament to play 5D.
Yeah. Now, Z and Pekka know far more about hockey than I ever will, and I'm sure they'll put the right strategy in place. And and this team has a ton of heart, and so I think we'll do great in Minnesota. I wish you all the best. I won't be there.
That's right.
But it'll be a great tournament. It's always a good tournament run there, and that Blaine Super Rink is a great rink, and it'll be great.
I think that's my fourth. That'll be my fourth trip to that rink this year.
Oh, this year, really?
This year, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Sydney was there the spring, summer, fall, and then John again.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm really bummed for Noah that he's not going to be there. I had it arranged where a bunch of my college friends were going to be there. His grandpa, his aunt, his uncle, his great aunt. He was going to have a pretty big cheering section there. So, unfortunate, but these things happen in hockey.
Yeah, injuries happen. You just you don't want it to happen as parents.
No. It all what it comes down to a hockey player is that adversity happens, and you just have to see how a player responds. And so, but speaking of Mission, I think this is our third game against them. Hopefully, this is our last trip to this rink.
We played here twice, right?
Yeah, this is our second time. I think we have one more game against Mission.
Yeah. I heard we only have 3 or 4 games left after this one.
That's probably about right. You know, I think the playoffs start in early March.
Right after we get back from Detroit.
Oh, they start in mid-February, huh?
So it'll be, the last weekend in February, that week.
Okay.
Thursday of that week is what
that makes sense.
I heard.
The way the playoffs work is, I think there's 5 teams out of the division. I think 4 teams make the playoffs. You play each one of them, and then the top 2 teams play the best 2 of 3. So it's a little lengthier playoff, but it's exciting, and I think what we've learned is that we can take games like this for granted. I always hate to say that, but literally we can. I think we can take AHU, but the teams we better not take for granted are the Bobcats and the Devils.
Yeah, and they've proven to be able to compete, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So,
yep. So we'll have to. It's a big time away. Hopefully, Brody and Noah are back for those games, and we have a full roster of people that really will help us not only in that tournament, but hopefully we make nationals. And I think if you talk to any parent, you talk to any kid on this team, they fully expect to go to make nationals. But it's easy to talk like that. We still have to beat the Devil. You have to beat a team 2 out of 3. What?
Yeah.
You have to make the final 2.
Yeah.
Which means that either the Devils, the Bobcats, or the Coyotes, one of those 3 teams is going to be eliminated. And then if we're one of those 2 teams, we've got to beat the other team 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. I think it's fun. The best team should win in that type of circumstance, and hopefully they represent Arizona well.
Yeah, I mean, I think if our kids play the way that, first of all, I hope Brody and Noah both can come back. And if we do get to go to nationals, get to have that experience.
Yeah.
My daughter got to go 2 years in a row. It's a wonderful experience.
That's great.
It's
I think it's in Buffalo this year.
Yeah, and USA Hockey does a great job.
Yeah, that's great.
So hopefully that happens, and hopefully both those kids get to experience that.
Yeah, I agree. You have 16-minute period.
Helps if you touch the right spot.
Always my problem.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mission looks like they've done their huddle and are coming. I don't remember the Mission goalie being that big. That guy is huge.
Yeah, one of them is bigger.
Yeah, that guy is huge.
And then the other one, I think, is a girl that plays also for the Kachinas.
The person on the bench
14
is
U
not
AAA.
a girl, so I wonder if it's a girl starting.
Maybe she plays for the single A team.
Well, the girl, I think it actually maybe I don't know.
What do I know?
Well, nonetheless, I don't know who's even starting for the Coyotes, so I'm guessing maybe Langdon, because
I think Trent started the last game.
Yeah, Trent started last game, but who knows? Langdon just gave Trent a pat on the butt, so maybe that means Trent's starting. I don't know. We will find out here shortly, as we will find out the starting lineup. It is Trent. Trent gets a start along with Ty and John and George, Mason, and Dez are the starting lineup for your Coyotes today. And here we go. The ref says everyone's ready to go. Drops a puck and a face-off cleanly won by the Coyotes. Dez back for the puck. Oh, loses the puck, but is able to recover and sends it up to Ty. Ty up to John, who tips it ahead, just a bit ahead of him to be able to catch that with speed through the neutral zone. Ty intercepts the pass at center ice, sends it up to George. George brings it in wide and sends it down deep. behind the net. George fighting for her. Sends it back to Ty. Nice play by George there to get that back. And fight in the corner. That's going to come out to Mission, and they're going to take it out of the zone. Ledger came in for Dez and has the puck. Loses that to Mission player, who has it below the line. Gets checked off the puck by George, who sends it around to Ethan. Ethan sends it to Mason. Mason unable to get that out. Oh, tip in front. That was a dangerous play, just unable to connect. And Ledger has the puck in the corner. Sends it around back, a little too strong for Mason. Ethan out to fight for the puck, gets it out of the zone, and I think the Coyotes are probably going to get the rest of their change in. Mission, back to center. Ethan tips it up to, Treyu almost intercepts that, goes in. Unable to do so. Puck goes behind the net. Gleason with the puck, sends it up. Oh, just misses Ethan. But Treyu, almost connects that on a break again. Treyu wins the race for the puck. Ethan with the puck, circling, fires. Shot on net, nice shot. Treyu fires. Nice save by the goalie. Two solid saves by the goalie. Two great opportunities for the Coyotes there. Real solid saves there. A really sloppy start for the Coyotes, to be honest.
Not great passing, not great possession.
And you got to kind of wonder. I mean, these kids have been in school for a full semester. Their Christmas is just around the corner. You got to think that their mind is just on candy canes and presents at this point.
And they just finished finals.
Right.
But so did the other team.
But they're also playing a team that, they don't really get excited to play. So,
sure.
So it is tough to get up for a game like this. But no, with that said, you don't want to, no excuses. You gotta perform. Sam with the puck behind the net. Circles. Sends it back over to Caden.
Sam's got to get a goal with that new twig.
Oh, yeah. Up to Sam to Caden. Caden behind the net. Cycles it out. Oh, I think he meant that back for Andy. Andy was backing up, fearing that would get taken over, and they end up losing the puck. So gets dumped back down. Caden with the puck. Sends it up to George. George with speed. Comes into the zone, 1-on-4. Circles, waiting for his teammates to join him. Sends it to Ty as a really nice pass, but just unable to get a shot off. And out comes Mission, 3-on-2. Dez, nice defensive job to cut him off. Guy dumps it in. And Mason sends it up to John. John back to Ty. Ty makes a move and just dumps it deep. George behind the net, looking. Has a puck, probably sends it back to D. He does. Dez sends it back to George. George takes a shot. Ooh, that was a quick shot. That caught the goalie by surprise. He fired that quickly. Goalie made a nice save, or at least was in the right spot to make the save.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a face-off. Nice shot by George there. I like that choice. That was a really quick release. We have Spencer, Ethan, and Treyu, along with Dez and Mason. Dez brings the puck behind the net. I like to see that. I like to see him controlling the puck like that. Treyu with the puck behind the net. Sends it back over to Dez. Dez looking. Sends it back behind the net to Spencer. Spencer now controlling. Looking. And gets pinched off the puck. And Dez goes to help. Treyu building in for Dez on the point. Breaks in, a Treyu goal. Really nice play. That's puck control. Ethan takes a puck. Beautiful pass. I love how Treyu broke in out of there and just put a perfect shot. Nothing the goalie could do there.
That's a great play. Good puck possession.
Yep. You can tell that this team doesn't get excited to play Mission when they score their first goal. They go up 1-0 and not a single, going through the line. It's just business. They just go to the bench and another line comes out. Gleason with the puck, looking. Nice D-to-D pass over to Ledger. Ledger up to Sam. Sam gets it up to Caden. Caden fires. Solid save by the goalie. Back to Caden. Caden over to Ledger. Ledger fires it, but that is blocked. Oh, Ledger, that got out of the zone. And Bibbs, the referee, rightly calls that offsides. Bibbs, one of my favorite referees.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for his strong play calling, but
No.
for his personality. All right.
He has fun with it.
It is caught in Bibbs' skates, but Sam eventually gets it. And this time Ledger does keep it in and dumps it deep. Mission with the puck behind the net, wraps it around. Ledger should pinch in and get it. He does. And passes it up to Caden. Caden over to, oh, that's a nice shot by Gleason. He had the inside open there, and he fired it there, and the goalie just made the save. Love that play. Ledger gets it up to George. George with speed into the zone. Tries to get over to Ty, but it doesn't connect. And Mission sends it back to, yeah, they do have Reed at defense. So Reed is, I didn't notice him at defense before, but my kid, I didn't rely on the source, but my kid did say they might play him at defense, and there he is. So John with the puck. Oh, tries to pass it between the legs. Nifty play, but it didn't work out. And Mission dumps it in. Andy going after the puck. Oh, nice play by Andy there. That comes away with the puck. Oh, he tries to get that up to George. Just doesn't work, but George does a nice job forechecking, and they may be able to keep that in the zone. Well, they're not. And it comes back to Andy. Andy sends it up to John, but that pass doesn't connect, and Mission still with the puck. George does a nice job checking him off, and it bounces off George's skate. And eventually Mission gets it out. I doubt that's going to be icing, as Reed catches it at about the face-off dot, circles the net, and sends it up to, I don't know that he meant it for Spencer, but it was a perfect pass to Spencer. Goes behind the net. Treyu wins a race to the puck, sends it back to Spencer. Spencer, nice pass up to Ethan, just unable to connect. Came back to Dez, it did come offsides, and Bibbs calls that offsides again. As he should have, because it was.
Because it was offsides.
Face off outside the zone. Spencer, Atreyu, and Ethan, along with Dez and Mason. Atreyu passes it back to Mason, tries to get up to Ethan, who's unable to contain that pass, but he does contain the pass out, and Spencer's able to pick that up. Pass behind the net to Atreyu. Atreyu cycling. Sends it up to Dez. Dez fires it on net. Solid save by the goalie. Big rebound, but unable to be done anything with the Coyotes. Dez does a great job keeping that in play. Really nice defensive play. I love that he kept that in. Ethan behind the net. Atreyu running up the boards with it. And Atreyu still with the puck. Passes it up, area pass up to Dez. Dez, nice solid shot on net. Nice and low. Goalie again gives up a rebound. Dez circling behind the net. Boy, you can just see the confidence building in him as he's carrying that puck. Ethan with the puck behind the net. And they attempted clear on the part of Mission. And they finally do get the clear, and Dez takes the puck behind the net. Pass comes up to Ethan, or pass attempted for Caden, unable to connect, and we have an icing against the Yotes. Shots 8-0, according to the scoreboard 6-0. I think 8-0 is probably more accurate. 1-0 Coyotes, halfway through the first period. Still sloppy.
Very sloppy.
Yeah. Sam wins the faceoff. Ledger passes it back to Gleason. Gleason tries to get it up to Saulnier, blocked by the Mission defenseman. And so Sam sends it back over to Ledger. Ledger up to, nice pass up to Riker. Riker up to Caden. Caden over to Sam. Oh, what a play. That was just beautiful all the way down the ice.
First goal with the new twig, too.
Yeah. It was a beautiful pass. I just love the whole play. The behind the boards over to Ledger.
Yeah.
Ledger, just a great pass up to Riker, who was just breaking at the exact right position. Riker up to Caden. Caden goes into the zone. He realizes they have a 2-on-1. Sam's in the right spot and puts it back in a place the goalie's never going to save it. Face-off goes back to Gleason. Gleason over to Ledger. Ledger up to Caden. Caden over to Sam. And that is brought in offsides because of a tip on the part of the Mission player. This line is just way too skilled for Mission for sure. Caden putting pressure on defenseman, hits him off the puck. Sam, creating time and space, gets taken off the puck, but Caden's right there to help him out. Puck is now cut back under Sam, who's trying to get to his feet. Pass back from Caden back to Ledger. Ledger over to Gleason. Gleason sends it deep over to Riker. Riker unable to clear that around. He was attempting to send that over to Sam, but unable to do so. Heck of a tip there without any penalty by Caden. That was beautiful. Oh, and Sam just a step offside as Caden was bringing that into the zone. I think that would have developed into something.
That's a good hustle by Caden on the back check.
Face-off won by the Coyotes. And back into the zone. No icing. George takes the defenseman off the puck. And Ty's there to pick it up. Oh, he sends it in front. And Reed takes his first shot as a defenseman, but unable to connect on the net. Andy back to John. John up to Ty. Ty circling. Bounce pass up to George, is unable to connect, and in comes Mission. Andy. Oh, fans on the pass. It kind of bounced over his stick as he was trying to get to that, but he's able to recover. Puck goes back to the Mission point, and they have a 2-on-1. If they execute, they do, and Mission scores. That was a defensive lapse in front of the net, and it was well-executed play on the part of Mission. And that may be the first goal they have scored against us.
I think they scored once in the first game, I want to say.
Okay.
But you might be right. One shot, one
goal. Yeah, that's not good for the save percentage.
Yeah.
But with that said, that is no fault of Trent's.
Yeah.
All right. So we now, I'd like to say we have a hockey game, but
Well, we do, for now.
I don't think that's going to amount to much. But anyway, in front of the net, and out come Mission, who is skating with a little bit more energy, to be honest. And they dump it in. Mason circling around for it, sends it around to Dez. Dez makes a couple moves, but 1 against 2, loses the puck. And back around to Mason. Mason up to Treyu, but unable to connect. Mission goes D to D. And back to Dez. Dez chips it up to Spencer. Good play. And in comes Ethan. Ethan stops. 1 against 3, but he still manages to get that to Spencer. Spencer gets it to Treyu. He was looking for Mason in front. There's a shot by Ledger. Puck is still loose in front, but unable to be caught by anybody until Caden skates all the way in from the bench and unable to get it. Bibbs calls a penalty, and that's going to be called against Caden? Really? I saw the high stick, but I thought that should have been against Mission, to be honest. So here we go. The Coyotes will be shorthanded. 2-1 game, out shooting 8-1. 10 minutes into the first period, or 10 and a half to be exact. But Mission's pounding their sticks. They're excited. They still believe they can win this game. And right now on the scoreboard, who would say that they could? Face-off won by Sam. Sends it over to Ledger. Ledger sends it up the boards, but is unable to get that up. Ryan's unable to get that up to Riker. Back over to Ledger. Ledger gets it up to Sam. Sam sends it up, and down the ice it goes. That will not be icing. Riker putting pressure on and out of the zone it comes. Nice play by Gleason to keep that in at the line and dumps it back deep. Smart penalty kill right there. And they try to send it out, but that goes right to Ledger. And Ledger gets that poke checked away. And in come unable to control that puck. So Ledger picks it up, and he sends it around to Riker. Riker tries to chip it out of the zone, and he does chip it out of the zone and sent in offsides by Mission. And
Yeah,
so,
this one down here with Ledger, he's got to get that puck deep.
Yeah. I think he was trying to make offense happen, and you got to remember that you're on the penalty kill there. So basically, 51 seconds into the power play, and pretty successful kill so far. Face-off, won again by the Coyotes, and smart play there by George just to send it down deep. Sent back up the ice to Mission. Mission goes up the zone. Andy loses an edge, and so Mission's able to bring that in, but nice play there by Reed to send that potential threat wide. Reed, first to the puck. Nice pass there up to John. John sends it up to George. George sends a deep, solid penalty kill. 40 seconds left in the kill. And we have a penalty on the part of Mission for a trip, or I think that happened behind the play against Reed. And so there goes the power play for Mission. And we will have a minute 25 of power play in 35 seconds. How's that for quick math?
That's good.
Yeah, I was impressed with myself.
It's like you've done it before.
It'd be so much easier if minutes and seconds were on the hundreds. All right, Spencer in the face-off dot. And face-off, won by Mission. And back to Dez. Dez circles back, and brings the puck up the zone. Nice, I love that he's carrying this puck into the zone. And brings it in front, and that puck got blocked. I thought he had a really good scoring opportunity there, but it got blocked by the defenseman. Ethan makes a move, tries to go between defensemen, and it's successful. Oh, nice pass by Spencer back to Ethan, but just unable to connect. Ethan sends it around, still is able to get it.
We are now in the power play.
Okay, there we go. Power play Coyotes. And Spencer now has the puck up to Atreyu. Atreyu sends it out in front, but unable to do anything with it. Nice keep by Mason there to tip that forward just enough to keep it in the zone. But Mission gets a stick on it and is able to clear it wide. Mason sends it up to Atreyu, but the pass is right at his skates, and that's going to be icing. So with 59 seconds of power play left, faceoff will be in the Coyote zone. The Coyotes leading 2-1 and 2 minutes left in the first period. Not a picture of brilliance in this first period right now.
No.
Faceoff cleanly won by the Coyotes. And Ryan sends it over to Ledger. Ledger up to Caden. Caden to Sam. Sam into the zone. Circling. Taking a look around. Sends it back to Ryan. Ryan back to Sam. Sam. Oh, nice pass up to Ledger. And there's a goal. That was a nice really nice passing play. Move the puck around, and Ledger, give him credit, really nice shot. I thought the goalie had it, actually, but I could tell by his reaction when he sunk his head. Yeah. He did not. So,
power play goal for the Coyotes there.
Yeah, that was nice. It was good puck movement. They deserved a goal. It was a really good, solid play. But, boy, you can see the difference in what this game means to these two teams. There's zero enthusiasm on the part of the Coyotes when they score.
Or the Coyotes' parents.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or the Coyote bench. Yeah, zero enthusiasm. But when Mission scored their goal, there was rightfully a lot of cheering, and good for them. Caden behind the net, looking, sends it back to Ledger. Ledger gets that pass tipped over to Sam. Sam sends it deep, and Riker goes over. Puck comes won by Ledger. Ledger tips it wide. George is there to pick it up. Over to Gleason. Nice pass over to George. George back to Ledger. Ledger just doesn't connect on the pass. And behind the net goes Caden. Caden with the puck in the middle. Oh, nice pass over to John. Oh, nice save by the goalie. John put a good shot on net too. It's a nice save. Behind the net, John sends it up. Gleason able to keep it in. John looking and comes through the center ice. Oh, wow,
Oh,
what a
good
pass
try.
over to George. Just doesn't connect. I think it kind of bounced over his stick. And that shot is a shot on net that goes wide. Or saved by the goalie and goes wide. Trent passes it back to Ledger. Really nice passing there. That was just domination. Nice pass by Ledger up to John. Oh, John had Ty. He just couldn't get him the puck. And Mission is going to come out with the puck. But intercepted by John. And there's the period. 3-1 Coyotes. 10 shots to 1. For how poorly the Coyotes are playing, they're surely dominating.
Yes. There's not a lot of.
No.
Hey, parents, bring the noise. Bring some energy. Now that you're here, let's bring the energy. Let's go. Got Amy in the house. Amy Koch Realty, one of our double diamond member sponsors. Whatever, Jeff. Sorry, I don't know. Jeff is sick. I can pretty much say whatever I wanted right now.
You could.
Jeff's asleep. He doesn't care.
Well, we have to. We'll see how the second period goes. That was just the passing got better. Beautiful passing on the power play.
Yeah.
We did have good passing at the end, but it just the lack of enthusiasm just kind of shows you what this game means to this team. Honest to God, I bet everybody on the entire bench, including the coaches, just want to get through the game with no injuries.
No injuries, yeah.
And just get home and enjoy Christmas break. That's the way it feels, and I can't blame any of them.
Look, it's a game we have to play. Let's get through it. But the best way to protect yourself from injury is to play hard. So. All right. Trent's ready. Mission goalie's ready. Bibbs is ready. Apparently
Refs aren't quite ready. And here we go.
And here we go.
Face-off comes back. Back to Reed. Be interesting to talk to Reed after the game, see what he thinks about defense. Nice play by Andy there, anticipating that pass. Intercepts it, but ultimately ends up back in our zone. Reed, sweeping around, loses a puck behind the net, but it comes straight out to Ethan. Ethan, nice pass there up to Treyu, and the Treyu coming in with speed. Treyu comes around the zone, stops, still has the puck, pulls it out from the ref's skates. Oh, what moves! And sends it. Oh, I thought that was a goal. What nice moves by Treyu there. That was beautiful. Spencer with the puck. Sends it back to Treyu, but unable to connect, so Spencer goes after it himself. Smitty unable to get the puck out of the zone, and so Andy sends it back down deep. But Treyu's going to win that race to the puck. Uses his body to send it back, but there was no one there except for Mission, who decides they need a line change and ices the puck.
Smart play.
Yeah, they were getting out-skated. And, it's a lot tougher to defend than it is to play offense for some reason.
Well, the offensive player knows where they're going.
Yeah. Well, and they can use the power of the pass, and it always leaves you chasing as a defenseman. Sam, Riker, and Caden into the face-off circle, along with Dez and Mason on defense. Puck comes back to Riker. Riker to Mason. Oh, that shot is blocked. I love the shot selection. And Caden sends a puck around. It's going to come back to Mason. Mason puts another shot on net that is tipped. Puck comes in the corner. And that is iced by Mission, and it should be icing, and it is. Mason kind of had to do a couple swerves there to make sure that it was icing, and they did get the call. Puck comes back. Oh, just unable to be kept in by Ledger. Brings the puck back. Sends it up to Ty. Ty carries it in. Circling. Probably should send that back to the D, and he does. Ryan with the puck sends it back over to Mason. Mason sends it back to Ledger. Nice puck movement. Ledger's shot is tipped on net. Nice save by the goalie. And we will have another face-off. Good puck movement. I like the way they're passing the puck.
Yeah.
They're moving it around nice. This period certainly seems...
Well, it started better.
It started better, right. Face-off. Goes back into the corner, won by... face-off comes out to Ledger. Ledger with a shot on net. Solid save by the goalie, and we'll try it all again. Full line change by the Coyotes. We have Spencer, Ethan, and Atreyu coming on the ice, along with Andy and Reed. Puck drops, won by the Coyotes. Ethan in front of the net. Fires, nice save by the goalie. Nice play by Reed to come in and cut that off. And Atreyu behind the net. Oh, he has all the he just unable to make that connection. He had a couple Coyotes in front of the net wide open. I thought that was going to be a goal. Atreyu back to Andy. Oh, Andy puck just bounces over his stick. He's successfully to get that up to Atreyu. Really nice that they brought that in on side. I'm not sure it was, to be honest. Spencer out to Atreyu. Atreyu fans! Oh, you never see that happen.
Yeah.
Reed with the puck. Dumps it down deep. And back for Spencer. Spencer getting hooked. And so he sends it back to Atreyu. Atreyu back to Ethan. This line cycles the puck so well. Puck comes back to Reed. Reed just tries to dump it deep. Hand pass forward by Spencer, but it was hit by the mission player, so it is not a hand pass. Spencer tries to get that back to Andy, but he was checked off the puck before he was able to completely do so. And so the puck comes out of the zone, and Mission sends it in on net. Trent leaves that for Andy, who sends it up to Sam. Sam into the zone, cycles to the center. Sam still looking. Oh, he tries to send that back to Mason, but the Mission player cut it off. And so he sends it up to Reed, who's unable to get that deep. Puck has got to go deep. Mason now, nice play to cut that off. Comes in the zone. That gets in on net and on the hands of Caden. Caden circling, sends it back to Mason. Mason, oh, there's a tip in front of the net and a goal. You knew it was going to come at some point. I don't know if Riker tipped that or is tipped by a Mission defenseman. Looks like maybe Riker is going to get credit for that one. Either way, it was, again, just nice play and dominance.
Yep.
And,
First thing I looked for was the stick up.
yeah. Yeah. That was a clear goal the whole way.
Timeout by the Mission side.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I guess we just popped in a couple goals. You can understand why they would do that. On the other hand, I don't know what strategy you're going to write up to make this a close game.
No.
He's probably just telling them, hey, look, don't stop skating.
Yeah.
Keep making the right plays. Keep doing the right things. Don't worry about the scoreboard.
At a later date. Yeah.
Hopefully, Mr. Jackmer is at home recovering.
Yeah, that's there's a lot of illnesses going around Arizona these days, and the changing temperatures don't help any, right? It's almost 80 degrees today, and it's going to be 60 tomorrow, and heavy rain. So, yeah, they did give the goal to Riker. I kind of thought by the reaction of the team that he was the one that tipped it. So we have shots 17-2. They have them 15-1.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I gave him a shot when he covered
that dribbler.
Yeah.
Yep.
He covered it, so I was like, all right.
I think that was technically a shot on net. I agree. Face-off won by the Coyotes. In comes Caden. Slash on the hand, and he's feeling that effect. And that pass goes out to the point. Tried to send back deep, but blocked by Mission. And they do successfully clear it out. Comes out to center ice. Mason's going to win the race to that puck. And he sends it back up, tipped in by Riker, and I think that he's just going to cover that. No, he sends it wide, pressured by Sam. Sam circling, and that comes back to Mason. Mason takes a shot on net, hits a pipe. Oh, nice pass by.
Oh, good
Oh,
save.
wow. No, that was a goal.
Was
It was
it?
a goal. Yep. It was a beautiful pass by Caden.
The way he
up to
covered up,
Sam.
it looked like he
He
stopped it.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. No, I saw the ref's hands. Beautiful pass by Caden out to Sam, and Sam buries it for his second goal of the game.
Well, now he's got one with each of his sticks.
Oh, did he switch sticks?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been listening? You're a one fan? All right, Ty
Yeah.
coming in. Sends it down deep. John, cycling, sends it back down deep. And George in after it. Sent around the boards, back out to Ledger. Ledger up to John. Oh, John, a beautiful shot between the legs of the goalie. Got sat on his butt for it, but beautiful shot.
I'm sorry, that's my kid, so
Yeah.
I can laugh at that.
He's laughing too. He's actually literally smiling. I'm sure he said something to the kid after he got hit, but it was a beautiful shot.
It was
5-hole.
right through his legs,
Goalie,
right
well,
through
the
the
goalie
player's
was
legs.
goalie was screened, right?
Yeah.
There's nothing the goalie could do about that. Face off again, won by the Coyotes. Gleason up to Ty. Ty coming in the zone, and up to almost Ledger's second goal of the game. It was a really nice save actually. Coming in the zone, checked off of it by John. Bumped off the puck again by George. And Gleason gets it up to Ty. Ty loses it in his skates, but unable to be tipped ahead by George. Nice way to get his stick on the puck there. And the puck goes around wide. In for it goes to Treyu. That tipped, but unable to be stopped. But George is unable to finish the deal there, and on to a Treyu. Treyu gets checked off the puck, but stays with it, and up to Ethan. Ethan sends it out in front. Puck is battled, and it looks like that's going to get out. And is that going to be wide? It will be, and it will be icing. They refuse to put the real score up on the board for some reason. They've been a goal behind the whole game, but it is indeed 6-1, even though the scoreboard says 5-1.
Look, we're clearly better at the scoreboard.
Right.
At least that's my story.
Well, it is 6-1.
Oh, Caden Escobar got John's goal.
Not sure how that was. Not sure how that works.
Nope.
That's got to be corrected, as does the scoreboard. Behind the net, ends up winning by Atreyu. Atreyu back to the point to Andy. Nice pass back to Andy. Andy with a shot that's tipped right onto Andy's stick. Andy cycles behind the net, sends it back over to Ethan. Ethan behind the net. Behind the net, circling, looking. Oh, he tried to send that across to Andy, but it was tipped. And so Andy sends it deep to Atreyu. Atreyu sends it over to Spencer. Much better period for the Coyotes here. And I'm not just talking because of the goals. I'm just talking the way they're playing.
Yeah, they're moving.
Puck.
They're moving the puck. They're moving their feet.
Reed's unable to keep that in the zone. So. No, they did give to John. They just announced 2 goals.
Yeah,
And they gave,
they were a goal behind.
Yeah, that's right. But they're still a goal behind on the scoreboard.
I was all ready to give Stephanie a hard time. Like, it's worth it for me.
Speaking of Caden, pucks comes back to him, and Mission's unable to get the puck out of the zone. Nice play by Riker to get that back to Caden. But Mission is just going to ice it down the zone there. That should probably be icing. It looked like it had enough power, and it is. And they still refuse to update the scoreboard. Well, our scoreboard is correct, so just pay attention to that one. Halfway through the game, 6-1, pretty typical of these two teams.
Yeah, we're just hoping for good
we actually
music.
switched goalies, so Trent is out.
Oh, Trent's
and,
out and
Langdon's
Langdon's
in. Oh, that's a smart move.
Oh, happy holidays
poor-
for the goalies.
Poor Trent only saw two shots on net.
Sort of. I might have gave him one.
Well, that one was technically a shot on net. He actually had to do something. Caden into the zone. And enough pressure there to enable Sam to pick up the puck. Sam enables Caden to pick up the puck. And attempted clear by Mission, doesn't get out. Comes back down deep for Sam. Sam tries to get that up to Caden, but pressure by Mission. Caden gets a shot on net, but unable to do so. He broke the Mission's player's stick in the process, but covered by the goalie, and that's it for that particular series of plays.
All right.
I know all those broken sticks go. Noah's on his 6th of the year.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, well, maybe that's where his broken collarbone has saved me a couple sticks.
Maybe. I bet it saved you at least one.
It probably saved me at least one. Face off.
I bet you'd rather buy the stick.
One by the Coyotes. Gleason sends it forward. Ledger loses an edge, but is able to knock it enough forward to keep it in, but not anymore. Ledger sends it around to John. Nice play to get onside there. John, shot is tipped wide and kept in the zone by Ty. Ty tries to get that up to breaking George, intercepted by Mission and out of the zone. And they have a 2-on-1 if they move, which they do. And they come in. Nice save by, really nice save by Langdon there. That was,
welcome to the game.
That was his first shot he saw, and it was a beaut.
Yeah.
And he did a nice job covering the rebound to not allow the next one in. Not sure why they haven't put up the 6th goal, but it should be running time in the next period, which I will not mind.
I won't either.
I don't think anybody on the bench will mind either. Reed sends it around wide to Ethan, but unable to connect. And here goes Spencer on a breakaway. Spencer. Oh, what a play. What a move. The defenseman even kind of threw his stick at him, and that didn't
should be running clock now.
Oh, well, no. It does start till the third period.
Yeah.
5 goals in third period. Nice play by Spencer there. It was a nice move. Goalie had no chance. The only way the goalie stops that is by poke checking him. Puck comes out to Atreyu. In Atreyu fashion is able to keep that on his stick somehow. But it comes back to the defensive zone. Andy with the puck sends it up to Spencer, as it turns out. Spencer into the zone. Sends it back to Atreyu. Fans on the shot. Oh my goodness. I think Atreyu had such big eyes open for the open net that he saw that he just completely lost track.
I think, you know what? I think somebody's stick is too long. I think he keeps healing it. I'm just kidding. There's nothing wrong with this stick.
That should be their 4th shot on net. Clearing pass attempted by Andy, bounces off the defenseman's skate and goes in on Langdon, who wisely covers that up. Now they finally have the scoreboard ready. 7-1 is the accurate score. And out comes the Coyotes. Man, it looked like he was going to get taken out at the boards. He wasn't. And a nice shot on net. Heck of a save by the goalie. You got to give him credit. Dez tries to get that back down to Riker, but unable to connect. And out comes Smitty's through center ice. Checked off the puck by Caden. And over to Mason. Mason. Oh, kid tries to check him and paid the price for it. Unable to connect on that price, though, but Caden's able to get it. And out of the zone it comes. I think Sam's able to get that out in front. Oh my goodness. That is just unfair. That entire play was unfair. There was nobody on the Mission ice that could keep up with any Coyote player there. And Sam picks up the puck, passes a beautiful puck in front to Riker, who patiently takes the puck, goes wide, and the goalie had overcommitted. And I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, goalie had no chance there.
No. Puck comes back to Ryan. Ryan hits it up to George, and that comes off of the defenseman into the Coyote bench. So we have a face-off outside of the zone. George steps into the faceoff. And puck comes back, won by the Coyotes. Back for Ty. Ty looking around. Tries to send it deep, but kind of fans on it, but still effective. George sends it into the corner. And out it comes. Oh, but intercepted by the Mission defense, and out it comes to center ice. Gleason with the puck, sends it up to Ty, but unable to connect. Gleason gets another shot at it and sends it up to George. This time does connect. George puts it around the defenseman, and into the zone he goes. Around behind the net. Pass out to kind of in his feet, and Gleason did a nice job getting it over to Ledger. Does a nice job getting it to Gleason. Skates in, behind the net, looking. Oh, what a beautiful pass. It was a nice play by Gleason there. George saved by the goalie. Another pass in front. Oh, and Ty is unable to release his shot, so Mission intercepts it and brings it out. Will not be icing, and that goes deep. Ledger going back to pick it up. Ledger is still looking, and it hands it up, brings it out of the ice. And Ledger just says, fine, I'll just take it all the way in, and he does. Ledger wrapping around, waiting for some teammates to join him. Sends it to George behind the net. Unable to get that out to Atreyu, but Atreyu hustles forward in the corner and gets it. Out to Andy. Andy fires. That shot is blocked in front and goes behind the net. Atreyu with the puck. Tries to get that out to somebody, but it was tipped and goes back deep. That kind of looked off sides from the player bench, but it wasn't, apparently. But Ledger still successfully gets it up to Atreyu. Atreyu over to Ty. To Spencer. Spencer over to Ethan. Ethan now fighting for the puck along the boards. Three Mission players there, 2 Coyotes. Coyotes come out with it. And Atreyu looking, loses the puck while he was looking, but able to get that back to Reed. Reed sends it over to Andy, and Andy sends it deep, but this is gonna. Yeah, so Reed was checked after he passed that puck over. He didn't like it.
By a solid couple seconds.
He didn't like it, and so he punched. Yeah, it certainly could have been a late hit there.
Yeah.
But Reed didn't like it, so he punched the guy, and Bibbs caught the punch, didn't catch the hit, and so we get 2 minutes for roughing. Can't argue with the call. He clearly punched him. That's clearly a penalty. So the Coyotes will be shorthanded for 2 minutes, up 8-1. 2.5 minutes left in the period. Hopefully we're shorthanded for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Face-off cleanly won by George.
Good time for a shorthanded goal.
Back to
which
Mason.
we like to do.
Well, hopefully they're thinking kill. Battle along the boards. Brought out by Mission. Shot is wide. Comes back to the point. Comes back to Mason. Mason sends it around to Dez. Mission's starting to hit here a little bit more, and still some battles going on and some hitting. Dez finally gets it out of the zone, but controlled by Mission. Dez fighting for it, and nice play by Dez to keep that from being brought in. Mission still trying to get into the zone, and they finally dump it in. Picked up by Mason. Pass fanned in front of the net and shot. Goes wide. I think it was tipped. Puck goes around behind the net. Mason putting pressure on it. Still fighting for it, and it's going to come to Caden. Caden passes it over to Sam, and Sam sends it out of the zone. That should not be icing, and it won't be. And the Coyotes get 4 new penalty killers on with 47 seconds left in the penalty. Ryan sends it up to John. John gets it ahead to. Oh wow! What a hustle play by George. He gets it up to George, and George just through pure effort knocks that in front of the D, and actually gets a pretty decent shot.
Yeah, he gets a pretty good look on it.
Yeah, he does. He couldn't really do much with it, but. So with 33 seconds left in the power play, 1:06 left in the period, Coyotes have a face-off in the Mission zone. We still have John and George, Ryan and Ledger as our penalty killers. Face-off won by George, picked up by Ledger. Ledger sends it up to George. Nifty little pass by Ledger there. George cycling around, sends it back over to Ledger. Nice play. Gets it up to Ledger. Ledger just sends it back down deep. Ryan was going to pick it up, but George says, I got it. And he goes behind the net. Oh, George tries to stuff it. I think he would have had he just been able to wrap a little bit tighter. Clearing pass by Mission comes right onto Ledger's stick. Ledger tries to skate that in. That just has got to go deep. And that's what George does. And that's it for the penalty kill for the Coyotes. 2 for 2 on the kill. Mission. Oh, Mission now has a breakaway. Oh, wow! And they get a breakaway, and they get a rebound that went wide. Coyotes kind of got stuck looking there, with 13 seconds left in the period. Again, that should not be icing. They are going to call it icing. Well, that's interesting. I wouldn't have called that icing. Well, kind of a weird play of events there. Atreyu was going for the puck, and he kind of bounced off the back of his stick to a fortuitous Mission player standing there, who really was unable to catch up with it, but he went on net. Langdon makes a strong save, but nobody picks up the trailer, and the trailer ends up getting a shot on net, which ended up going wide. So face-off won by the Coyotes. They send it deep. 2 seconds left. They're just going to send it out.
I think Langdon's had more action in this period than in half a period.
Yeah,
than any goalie's had
again. Mission
year.
in 6.5 periods. Yeah. Well, I thought it was a better period by the Coyotes. I thought they moved the puck better. I thought they skated a little bit better. I thought they had a little bit more energy. Now, part of that could be that Mission probably is, hanging their heads a little bit. But your job is going to be made much easier. This will be a running period, running clock.
That's correct.
27-6 the shots on net. On the scoreboard, they have 27-4. There was a couple stragglers there that they didn't count, but technically
he had a couple of
net.
shots there.
Yeah.
Rebounds, right?
Nonetheless, we have more goals than they have shots on net. It's tough to win a game when that's happening. I'll tell you, Reed is he back at forward? He is. Oh, he might be moving. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's moving forwards to D and D to forwards. So we have the line of Reed, Ledger, and Dez. And on defense, we will have Riker and George. I like it when he does this. I think it enables every player to learn how to play another position.
Yeah. I think it's good to see the game from a different spot.
Yeah. And clearly this is, this game is won. The game was won from the time it started. And it's smart to do this in the third period. I like it. So it looks on defense this period, we're going to have Ethan and Atreyu.
Now, if I could just get the camera to move on its own.
Oh, my goodness. What a play by George. Just face-off won by the Coyotes, and George goes coast to coast.
Good thing George is playing defense.
Yeah, exactly. That was really a beautiful play. It really was a beautiful play. So on defense, we're going to have George and Riker and John and Caden and Atreyu and Ethan. And all defensemen are moved to forward. We have Riker up to Dez. Dez brings the puck into the zone, sends it back to Reed. Reed looking around. Reed still fighting for it. Reed sends it over to Dez, and Ledger goes in to try to help out. Nice keep by George. And Ledger kicks it up, still has it, sends it in front to Dez, unable to connect. But the Coyotes are able to keep it in. Back to Riker. Riker keeps it in, sends it up to Reed. Reed back to Riker. Riker gets a shot way wide of the net, but it got tipped off a Mission player and it almost went in the net.
That's so wide. Yeah.
Reed back to Riker. Riker says, I'm going to try that again, but unable to do so. He's protected by the players, and that should be icing. And it is. So Z is trying to tell the refs no icing, and
They stopped the clock. They should be running the clock.
Yeah, I think that's out of habit. Z is telling the refs, I don't want any icings anymore. And he's trying to actually get Langdon to play them so that they're not. Somehow Bibbs told the guy this is running clock, and he finally was able to do that. Puck comes back up. Andy now putting pressure on the wing. And out they come. John on defense. Nice defensive play there. Tips it forward. And in tried to come the Mission. Right onto Gleason's stick. Gleason comes in, made a move at the blue line, and Andy skated in offside. Yeah, I think that was just out of habit that he didn't have it running. So we'll see if the Caden takes a tumble at center ice.
It wasn't on camera either. That's
much
too
to
bad.
the happiness of the team, giving him grief. And in comes Mission. Nice play by Caden to knock him off the puck. Checks him into the boards. And back goes Mason. I don't know if Mason's playing defense, but he's certainly, or center, but he's well accustomed to being behind the net in his defensive play. Puck comes out to the point, and out comes Caden, our defenseman, with the puck. Has a 2-on-1 with Mason. Caden bringing it in. Oh, it was a good try. Oh, and that's in. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, it was a great play by Caden, who got slashed in the arm again. I think he's going to go off the ice, not liking the feeling in his arm. Treyu comes on the ice, and
goal.
Yeah, I think that was goal by Gleason.
I believe it was.
Yeah, nice pass in front, goal, and we have 10-1 in favor of Coyotes.
I was laughing because John checked a guy, lost his own stick, picked his stick up, and the puck came right to him again.
I was actually looking at Caden to make sure that he was okay. He looks no worse for the wear. Ethan comes into the zone. Cycles, looks over. Oh, wow. What a pass to Sam, but that was unable to connect. Sam cycles behind the net, brings it down deep, loses it, still somehow keeps it, but it comes out wide. And out it comes, but not. Oh, Mission player stayed too long with it, and Sam's able to take it from him, but finally it gets cleared out of the zone. Icing's waved off, should be, and Langdon has been instructed to play every icing so that there's no icings. Oh, Spencer scored that goal, not. So Spencer has the puck coming off. Oh, and Ryan assisted on the goal. Okay. Sam sends it around behind the net. Sam looking, circling, still trying to figure out what to do. I think he tried to send it out to Spencer, but eventually does get it to Spencer on the side of the net. Spencer back for Sam. That doesn't connect. And it comes out to Ethan. Ethan with a shot on net, tipped by Sam, and it was a really nice save.
Good save.
10 minutes left in the game. 10-1 Coyotes, 32 shots to 4. According to them.
31-6.
All right, close enough. Ledger steps in for the face-off, words you don't hear me say very often. Dez fighting for it. Reed comes in to help him out. Reed still fighting for it, still trying to help him out. And Dez comes away with it. Oh, Dez out for Ledger, who gets a shot on net. Nice save by the goalie. And George keeps the puck in. Dez fighting for it again. Reed to help him out. And that puck comes out. Nice play by George to keep that in to Ledger in front of the net. One too many moves for Ledger, and Z is laughing at it.
No TDR right there.
Z is literally laughing. And
that is a defenseman trying to do a toe drag.
Nice keep by Riker, but unable to get that over to George. Well, George had already cleared the zone. Riker brings it back in, says, I'll just skate that in. Sends it back to Ledger in his comfortable position at the point. Over to George. George, a shot on net, tipped by Riker and saved by the goalie. 9 minutes left.
We have the maybe the biggest defensive pair on the team, John and Caden.
Right. Well, Caden may not be the biggest player, but he packs a punch when he hits. He is a strong player and strong on his skates. I wouldn't want him hitting me. Face off won by Mission. They bring it out. Nice play by John to knock that forward to Andy. Andy brings it in the zone and circles back. Gets it back over to Mason. Mason out to Caden. Caden circles at the blue line and dumps it down deep. Ryan unable to contain that. Checked by Mason. Could have been called interference. Wasn't.
Oh!
Fighting for it at the zone, and Ryan
And he
has
took
it.
it right off his stick.
And a nice play. Nice save by the goalie. Nice shot by Ryan.
Oh, so good.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, look, I don't want to be condescending, but I mean, this team just doesn't belong in our league.
No.
They just don't. They just don't. Face off won by Mission. Mission cycles it around. And Spencer is going to win that race. And he sends it back down deep to Sam. Sam, oh, wow. What a move by Sam. Sends it out to Ty standing in front, and Ty just pounds it home. You'd think at some point they'd replace the goalie.
Nice. I actually thought it was nice of Sam to bounce that off a Ty.
Yeah, it was a nice play. 7 minutes left in the game. I'm happy for run time. Oh. Oh, wow, the Mission's just unable to curtail that. Atreyu is still playing with his stick, wondering if he has a hole in it. No harm, no foul. That time there's no hole in Atreyu's stick. But, they're going to call Atreyu on a penalty there. Yeah. And Z's laughing at that one as well. I don't think he's going to have Atreyu. I don't think Atreyu is winning any battles to play defense.
No.
You know, I wonder if Z isn't doing that a little bit, putting the forwards back on D to understand who might make sense to play back there.
Possibly.
So Ledger and Dead's on forward with John and Riker on defense, kind of the exact opposite you'd normally see on a penalty kill. Face-off won by Mission,
That's
and
George
that shot
and
gets
Riker.
blocked. George carries it out, cycles around after the puck was tipped by the Mission player. He sends it around to Ledger. Ledger, used to seeing him on defense, it's kind of hard to put your mind around this. And out of the zone he comes. And into the zone he goes. As a forward on penalty kill, you're allowed to do this. And he sends it back down deep. Dez fighting in front of the zone. Riker pinches down deep. And he sends it back. Didn't see the Mission player back there. But no harm, no foul. Comes right back to Riker in the zone. But now it comes out. And in comes Riker. Smitty takes a shot, but that's well tipped, well wide of the net. And George sends it back out front. And I think our guys are confused as to who's playing defense and who's playing offense. Because Riker is well up at the point, and I think he's supposed to be on defense, but I'm not exactly sure on that. So we essentially have Ledger over to George. George, goal. Shorthanded goal. There's your shorthanded goal.
I like shorties.
Yeah. You know, this team has a bunch of them. It was nice puck movement and a nice pass by Ledger back to George. And George with a really nice shot. He had all day to shoot it, and he saw an opening, took it, and fired it in. Reed, Mason, and on forward, and Caden and John on D. Oh, nice interception there by Mason. Nice anticipation. Mason comes in with speed. Oh, what a save. There's a beautiful pass, beautiful connection, beautiful save. Pass comes around. Coyotes are now full strength. And so Andy joins the team on forward. Caden with a shot on net, rebound. Oh, and Reed is unable to put that in on the rebound. Reed now with the puck back over to Caden. Caden brings it in, makes a move, another shot, and that also goes wide. Caden is starting to qualify for a potential defenseman, I'll tell you that. He looks really good. Caden up to Andy. Andy brings the puck in with speed. The team is really moving with speed right now. I don't know if coach set them a goal or Caden with the puck, bringing it in. Another shot by Caden. Boy, he's had a lot of shots, a lot of rebounds. Nothing's dropped. And down goes the puck. No icing. I'm pretty sure that Z convinced the refs not to call anymore. Pass up to Atreyu. Atreyu up to Sam. Sam back to
Should be
Atreyu.
2 more shifts total.
Back to Riker. Riker, fans on a shot. And down it goes.
Play it.
And Ethan's going to win that race to the puck. And down he comes. He's going to have some open ice. I have a feeling he's going to go all the way with this thing. Oh, nice play by the defenseman there to block that pull. He pulls that in. That's as good as a goal there.
I think that's a good chance for him to headman the puck and get somebody a goal.
Yeah, I think maybe he tries to make that move and pass it to Gleason. I don't know. Nonetheless, Sam with the puck over to Gleason. Gleason shoots it wide. Ethan with the puck. Down deep. And back in front. And a nice save by the goalie. 2.5 minutes left. 12-1. And I'm kind of glad this is the last game we have before a long break. Is there practice tomorrow?
Dryland.
Oh, there is Dryland. Okay. So I'm glad this is our last game before we, it seems like when we play a team like this and then we play a team that we have to really work against, it's, we don't come with that same energy level that we need to. So good time to have this game. Dez tries to send that over to Spencer, just didn't connect. But Spencer takes it. Oh, sends it over to Ledger in front. Ledger's going for his hat trick if I count my goals correctly.
Oh yeah, maybe.
So battle behind the net. I think George also has 2. So Spencer behind the net, up to Ledger. Ledger circles. And still fighting for it. Gets it up to Spencer. Nice play. Spencer tries to get it back to Riker, but unable to connect, and out it comes to center zone. George circles, looking. Oh, fans on that pass. And behind the net he goes, still able to keep the puck. Minute left in the game. Up to Dez. Dez up to Spencer. Spencer brings it in the zone. Oh, nice pass up to Ledger. That shot is blocked, goes wide, and down the zone it comes. But George will win that race for the puck. And we have less than a minute left in the game. George gets it up to Dez. Dez gets checked off the puck, but it goes in the zone. Dumps it down deep. Andy fighting for the puck in the corner, misses it, but it's still controlled by the Coyotes. Gleason gets it out in front, but unable to connect, and out comes Mission. Back to John. John makes a couple head moves, sends it up to Mason, unable to bring that forward, and Mission tries to send it deep, and they do. And in they come with 26 seconds left. Shot on net. Nice save by Langdon. And Caden with the puck sends it back to John. John up to Gleason. Gleason up to Mason, in onside. And a shot on net. And that should do it. Thank you, everyone. I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We will not be on we will not be on until after the New Year. Noah goes in for his next X-ray on the 5th, so hopefully on our next broadcast we'll know more.
Sorry, am I on the broadcast still?
No, we will be stopping our broadcast.
Yeah.
We're just wishing everyone a Merry